Welcome to a quick overview of the AV delay toolset on PHABRIX handheld products, the SX range. Let's start with looking at what we're trying to achieve. We want to send a signal through a device under test or a system, and then measure if there is any delay between the audio and video being returned. To do this, we need to generate the video and audio, and then analyze the returning signal to measure any delay between the two. Let's start with generating the AV delay signal. In the video out section of the SX generator, we can see the SX has an adapted EBU Tech 3305 AV Sync clapperboard test pattern. As can be seen with this test pattern, the video sequence has a unique center frame, a white flash. We also have an audio sequence, in this case a 1 kHz fixed tone, which is present for one video frame. The AV delay test pattern is supplied as standard on all PHABRIX SX handheld units within the generator, or you could use a Lavo V-Line AV sync pattern. One item that sets the PHABRIX SX range apart from the rest is the fact that the AV delay tool supports all of the available video standards and frame rates on the SX, which makes it far more flexible than other products, which only provide a very limited range of standards. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, the SX allows you to select a range of SD, HD, 3G, and 3G 2K formats and frame rates. Then we can select the AV delay test pattern from the drop-down list. We have now set up our video sequence. In the Audio Out tab, we can select AV delay and the desired audio tone. This can be inserted in up to 16 embedded SDI audio channels, plus AES if you have AES output on your SX unit. We now have the audio sequence set up. In this demo, I am using the SX's AV delay test pattern and simply looping the signal back on itself, from SDI out through to SDI in. What is needed now is to measure the returning signal to see if there is any timing difference between the audio relative to the video. In the analyzer, we can view the signal being returned. On the right-hand side, we can see the reading for the left and right audio. If the measurement is plus, then the audio pulse lags behind the video and is delayed. If the measurement is minus, then the audio pulse is ahead of the video and is advanced. The SX can measure an AV delay of up to plus/minus 400 milliseconds in 0.1 millisecond increments. If we go back to the generator toolset, we can see below the various standard selection and input for audio delay. This allows you to offset the timing of the generated audio pulse relative to the central white flash. An audio delay offset can be entered up to plus/minus 40 frames, which can be applied in increments of 1 frame by adjusting the audio delay offset until the measurement reads less than 1 frame. As mentioned earlier, the analyzer can measure AV delay up to plus/minus 400 milliseconds. If the system under test has a propagation delay longer than the plus/minus 400 millisecond duration, then setting an offset of up to plus/minus 40 frames extends the overall measurement window. To obtain the AV delay option on your SX unit, you will need the PHSXO AVD AV delay option. This is supplied as a key code license which can be easily installed by yourself at any time. Please contact PHABRIX for any further details.